I think this is the last project of this course, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so how to make a website with Namecheap. Common Sense Party, the band Common Sense Party, has asked you to work on 2 web pages for their website. Now that you have been introduced to some fundamental HTML elements, you are ready to help the band. Let's get started. Number 1, start by creating the page structure. In index.html, there are currently 3 divs on the page. The div with the class container has 2 children. Set the class of first child div to nav. Set the class of the second child div to main. Right, so let's go. This is the first main. To nav, yeah. The second class div. But so inside the div with class nav, create an h4 element which displays Common Sense Party to serve as the nav bar heading. Right. Alright, so below the h4 create UL element with li items for different pages the site offers: home, shows, albums, gallery, bio, and blog. Okay. So is the 6, yeah. Just putting enough space around so that you guys can see how the data on the HTML document translates to actual web page in our run the program. So we're going to start with home. Shows, album, gallery, bio, blog. And there you go. As you can see, it's in order. Right, so then I really don't like the color. It's, yeah, we need some contrasting color. Maybe they're going to ask us to do that later. Next, inside the div with class main, yeah. Right, so next inside the div with class main, yeah. Create an h1 heading. So that displays Common Sense Party. Okay. Okay, so below the H1 heading, create an image element that has the following image URL as its source attribute. Let's go to the closing tag. Remember, the image tag is self-closing. Right, so below the image of the band, create a paragraph element. Include a recent review. Common Sense Party, a hard-hitting acoustic punk/electronic four-piece from Atlanta, Georgia, combines an unleashed live performance with edgy lyrics, unforgettable hooks, and well-studied synth rock sounds. A must-see, must-hear new band. Okay, so I'm gonna add that. Okay, so number 7. Next, create an anchor element that links users to a list of the band's upcoming shows. The href attribute for the anchor element should be set to shows.html. The text for the anchor could say, here's a list of upcoming shows. Test out your anchor element in the web browser. And then it says we should add as a list of upcoming shows. Before I even move on, I'm just going to change the color within the CSS file for the A links, because you can't see it. Just put your back. Main p tags. Set the color as black. There you go. Now you can see what's going on, because otherwise you can't see. Okay, so now that I've changed the CSS, now I can check if my link is working. If I tap on it, as you can see, it's working. So let's head back. The image is also not displaying correctly. So if we go to image, within CSS we can go to image and we can just add the display. Let's just say display flex. Water. Right, so that seems to be okay now. It's much better. I don't like this common sense party. It's also, yeah, the color is just it's too dull. It's very important to use contrasting colors within an HTML document. All right, so number 8, the band has asked you to include a video from a recent live performance. In the file shows.html, below the H1 heading that displays upcoming shows, create a video element. Play with the height and width attributes until the video size looks right to you. Then set the video source to, okay, so just below the H1 heading. It's set by to 320. Controls. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, there's the video. Let's just change the width to 600. Then let's add the source. If you recall in the video, it's all separate. Separate tag. That's HTTPS. Guys, remember to type out all this data and content, because it's very important to develop your muscle memory. I'm learning every day and I don't want to stop learning, so I don't know. I just feel that like we should all develop as human beings as much as we can and appreciate what we have. Because a lot of people out there don't get this opportunity. Some people just work all their lives in labor jobs, and they never develop themselves. And sometimes they don't even realize there's something wrong with it. They feel that there's nothing wrong with them, but like when it comes to when I think of myself, I just feel like I'm always lagging behind, like I'm never good enough. And sometimes it's good to think like that, because you're going to constantly improve on your skills and your vocabulary, your computer science skills, your coding skills, you name it. Okay, so let's quickly run that. Okay, so that's a bit too big because it's not within the body, yeah. So I'm just gonna set it to 500. That's better. That's a bit better. If we want, we can even add a div. I think we should add a div, yeah, just so that it looks a bit better. What do you guys think? If we run that, it's a bit more centered. That seems okay. There's something else we can use, which is a break. Let's use another one. Some spacing. I don't know how that looks to you. Let's remove the div tags. Just yeah. It's plus minus the same. There's not much difference. All right, so let's take that down. The video works. So click here for a video walkthrough from our exports to help you check your work. All right, so this is all correct. This is all done correctly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson.